Hi everyone, how are you? Hi Prince and Ken. Yes, before all of us get carried away, hit that like button and share us out. Yes, I. Hi Jamie, thanks for coming in. Just waiting on my co-host. How is everyone doing today on this beautiful Friday? Oh, I'm glad you're fantastic, Daniel, Prince Daniel. Is there a reason why you're fantastic? I'm good because it's Friday and I got 1 week down of my new job. First week down. Oh, thank you, Prince. Daniel, you're so sweet. Yeah, I have the last couple weeks or so I haven't been able to get on YouTube or it's been crazy. Jamie says, so my surgery was supposed to be yesterday to remove the malfunctioning pump and I passed everything but my A1C was high. And it's been postponed for 4 weeks so they check it again. Oh no, does that mean you guys stay in Pennsylvania for 4 weeks or are you going back to Indiana first? Oh, I mean, you'd think that they would be able to. I get, with your high A1C, you're at higher risk of infection, but you think that they would be able to make sure your blood sugar is controlled afterwards, and like maybe put you on a different regimen. Oh no, Jamie, you gotta stay in Pennsylvania and in pain. You don't even get to be with your grandson then, and at least enjoy trying to divert the pain. Oh, so sorry. Are you staying with family in Pennsylvania at least, or someone? I could have came seen you. I went. Oh no, I didn't go to Pennsylvania. I went through D.C. I never did make it through. I went from Virginia to D.C. No, I didn't go through Pennsylvania. On my way up to Massachusetts. When my pump was put in, my A1C was actually higher than it is now. But when I said something, they said it must have fell through the cracks. Ah, I'm so sorry, Jamie. And the 4 weeks is going to be longer because you're in pain, right? It just makes it that much longer. The wait. And that just, the healthcare system. Me and Kim were just griping about that. Well, we gripe a lot about the healthcare system quite a bit because of my job, the role I'm in. I see all the inefficiencies. I mean, healthcare has a lot of good things, right? But I see all the bad things because of my role and at every hospital, and it just makes you kind of wonder about the healthcare sometimes. I thought I um let Blake know. Hold on, let me. Among Us, yes, Prince Daniel. Oh, you're. Yes, I need to drink less pop too. Jamie. I mean, we all have our vice. And yeah, I could see how you could miss Decker. Oh my gosh, being by yourself. It's hard being by yourself, especially if. I mean, I'm by myself a lot because I travel, but I'm not in pain. I'm not, I'm not dealing with a lot of the stuff that they are, that you are. A glove friend is here. I'm glad. Hi, Sam. Thank you for coming in. It's one of your favorite games, Prince? What did I miss? Oh, Among Us. Yes. Oh my gosh, Prince Daniel. My grandson plays it all the time, and then he even watches the YouTube videos of Among Us. It's it's kind of annoying because actually the Among Us videos aren't as annoying as his Minecraft videos because they just like scream or something, and it's like, oh my gosh, do they have to like put the screaming in the video? At least if they could let you or like give you something maybe more strong to sleep, Jamie. I mean, because especially now you need to sleep, be able to sleep and try to heal until you have the surgery. Yeah, it's been Jamie says, I just don't understand how a high A1C versus a malfunction pump touching my spinal cord is okay. I know, right? I mean, I get they are afraid of infection because of the incision and maybe being close, but because when your blood sugar is higher, you're at risk of infection. But yeah, I think the malfunction pump would outweigh that risk. Jamie looks like exercise and proper diet can help with medication, but I struggle on both and gripe every day. Yes, you do on me. Hi, Alyssa. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, Alyssa. Um, I think, Jamie, I think you could take the CBD gummies, right? I'm not sure, but I don't know if you are on anything else that would interact. But that's what Ken's been doing because he's been in so much pain, and he doesn't want to be on pain meds because he doesn't want to get addicted. He's been taking the CBD gummies for his injuries, and they seem to really help. Hi, Tamika. Thanks for coming in. And he never, Ken used to never take anything with CBD or THC or anything like that. Um, and then when after he got hit, oh, I don't see how that would interact with the morphine. Um, I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt to ask Jamie because the CBD gummies have really helped Ken with his pain. Because he, like I was saying, he doesn't want it. He never wanted to get get on the pain meds, but he's been in so much pain with his injuries after the accident, and he decided to start taking those, and it's been helping him so much, but it makes him sleep. So, but that might help it, at night is take the CBD gummies, and especially if it doesn't, and I wouldn't even imagine that CBD would interact that much with morphine because they're both a little bit different. THC is a little, and CBD is different from an opioid and morphine. But I would definitely double check, Jamie, especially if you're in that much pain. I can't believe like they're not going to fix it with the malfunctioning pump. I think you can just ask a regular doctor. I mean, I don't think morphine would really interact. And I'm sure a doctor or even a pharmacist might know. You could ask a pharmacist too. Yes, Ken says always check with your professional before any drugs or medication. Yeah, because you never know. And actually, a pharmacist would probably be the best because they really know their meds, especially with interactions. Because I did not realize, like Ken was on Malaxicam. I think I'm saying it right. Is your son? Oh, is your son a doctor or a pharmacist? I can't remember. I think you told me one time. I'm sorry, I forgot. Um, I forgot what I was just gonna say. Oh, what was I saying before that? Oh, he was on the Malaxicam, or however you say it. It's like a really strong anti-inflammatory. That's what he was like, kind of started on when after his injuries, but it was really hurting his stomach, so he couldn't. Um, but even vitamins and supplements interacted with that, and I was really shocked that like he couldn't take like vitamin C or something else with it, and I'm like, really? I didn't even know. Like, I mean, I knew that some things could be interfere, vitamins could interfere, but I did not even begin to think um, that an anti-inflammatory would interfere with vitamins or vice versa. I was really shocked. Meloxicam, yeah, Ken, you're right. I don't know what happened to Blake. Oh, he was recently graduated and was in a fraternity, so I'm sure he tried it. Yeah, yeah, but definitely ask a pharmacist. I'm sure they would know if morphine would interact with CBD gummies. And the the CBD and THC, I think is so low as far as the micrograms that I I'd be really surprised if you wouldn't be able to try it, Jamie. But yeah, definitely call a pharmacist, like any pharmacist at Walmart or whatever. You can probably ask them. Oh yeah, you're on Malaxicam too, Mobic. Yeah, it doesn't help that much. Yeah, it didn't really help him that much, and it hurt his stomach and all that. So he's like, "What's the point?" So he went off of it. He just stopped taking it and was was just dealing with the pain. And then that's when I don't know how. I don't know if someone made a comment or whatever and about the CBD gummies, and then that's when he decided, oh, okay, well maybe I'll try it, and it helped because otherwise he was just pushing through the pain and just trying to deal with it. And then he recently just got a steroid injection, and it lasted like 3 days. And he's got a high pain tolerance, and he just pushes through the pain because he doesn't want to just. I mean, he sits around as it up, more than he wants, but he doesn't want to continue to do that like all the time. So he forces himself to do some movement because of that. But yeah, Ken, do you have a? Yes, you never know all the people that are really in pain. And a lot of times, some people that are in constant pain, they just kind of learn to deal with it and cope with it. Um, and you wouldn't even think that they're in pain, but they're in like chronic pain. And that's where I think some things are bad in our healthcare system is that um, because you don't act like you're in pain because you're so used to being in constant pain that they sometimes disregard your um, pain pain levels and stuff, which is not right either. Yeah, and that's why like you hear stories of people being in pain, and then someone catches them doing something, and you're like, oh, they can do that, but they're in pain. Well, because people push through it when they're in chronic pain, and they know they need to still do stuff, so they push through it. And and like Ken has a huge pain tolerance, but he's never, until he got hit by the bus, he never had to deal with chronic pain. And now he's having to deal with like, all the chronic pain, and and really understanding now like what happens when people are in pain. Yes, on your doctor's notes it says not in acute pain. They are so wrong. I would go to a hospital if they'd help. Yeah, exactly. Because you don't look like you're in acute pain because you're used to it, and it shouldn't be that way. And just because someone is not showing the symptoms doesn't mean that they're not in the chronic pain. Yeah, Ken says the day does not stop for my tears push through. Yeah, and it shouldn't have to be that way. I wish there was. I wish there was something like in healthcare that I could like do to help with chronic pain and patients because it is so hard. And and then of course the people that are in chronic pain because of an injury or whatever, then you go to the ER or whatever, and then you're labeled a drug seeker, right? Um, or an addict, or whatever. And it's sad, but people really have a real issue, and they're in so much pain, and then they get stereotyped, and that's not good either. It's been like this with the pump for 9 months, and if I'd cry every day, no one would want to be near me. Yeah, so you try to hide it and cope. It's I wish I had the magic wand to fix healthcare. Instead, I gotta just take one baby step at a time when I'm in my role, and one incident at a time, or one issue that pops up, at a time, and I'm only one person. And that's if people want to even listen to me, because not everybody wants to listen to what I have to say sometimes. Oh no, it's okay, Jamie. It looks like you and Ken are the only ones in here anyway, and you both are in pain, so it's a good topic. Yeah, I need to advertise and this more, but I don't know what happened to Blake. It's usually I'm trying to do it Thursdays at 7 with Blake. With TSM, it's every day, but it's mostly on his channel. Yeah, he sometimes is working. Oh, Tamika. um, but yeah. Oh shoot, I just lost my thought. I was saying. Oh yeah, I need to. I do need to market it more. I just been so busy to even say, hey, Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern with Blake and Jamie. Um, oh, I'm so glad you're still here, Tamika. Yeah, it was just showing less, so I didn't know if you were still here. I appreciate you all the time, though, Tamika, always being here. And but yeah, but yesterday he was working. He had to work over, so he's like, "Oh, let's do Friday." And then he texted me earlier today saying, "Oh, are we still on tonight?" And he's like, "See you at 7." Well, it's 6 his time. He's Central Time, and I'm like, "Okay." And he's not here. It's all right. It, it, I guess it's more of a live instead of a podcast tonight, huh? Just talking with my good old friends. Any advice on good food when you're diabetic? Please let me know. So hard to find food without sugar. You know, um, I think. Oh, that might be him.
I'm here.
There you are, Blake.
I'm sorry
How
that
are
took me
you?
so long. I'm here.
All right. Welcome.
Sorry, guys. Sorry that took me so long.
What happened?
um, so usually whenever I'm sitting in the living room, uh, uh, I'll put my alarm on or something, and you
So you
know.
forgot about me? No.
No, I didn't forget. I'm sitting here. I'm laying on my couch, and I just I don't know. I don't know. I
It's,
couldn't help it. I've been at work all day. It's hot outside, and
oh, no problem.
I feel
Well,
bad. I'm sorry. Yesterday though was awful. Oh my goodness. I just I
um,
appreciate you coming back for me on Friday, guys.
oh, yes, absolutely. Welcome to the Just Wing It podcast with Blake and Jamie. I appreciate it. Ken says, "Hey, Blake, how are you?"
Hey Ken, what's up, man?
So Jamie, back to the diabetic. I'm not the greatest on nutrition, but I think if you really look at a keto diet, you might, but I don't know if that would be good. One of the things that a lot of people say is good whenever they are diabetic is see a nutritionist, because they really do specialize in different things, or go to a diabetic educator um, to get the nutrition aspect. And they would probably even refer you to a nutritionist. So, so, and thank you to Patriots Landscaping for sponsoring tonight's podcast. I appreciate that. So, are you getting more and more clients, Blake?
Oh yeah, it's super busy right now.
Oh, good.
Lots of new commercial stuff, and I have this guy that's working for me right now, and oh man, he's ambitious. I'll say that much.
Well, that's good because that was one thing you
Uh,
were worried about is hiring someone and not working out as well as you would like.
well, I am being sarcastic,
Oh,
so.
oh, oh! I'm sorry. I'm, I'm,
He's awful. He's literally awful.
oh,
I don't know what I don't I'm waiting for him to do something really bad so he can get fired. Honestly, I hate to say it that way, but the dude's
oh, no.
annoying and he's too much.
Oh no. Well, I hope he's not listening to our podcast.
Oh, I doubt it very seriously.
Yeah, there's only it looks like good three people. Um, but are three good people. I enjoy it. Ken says it's hard to eat right and enjoy food. It is a struggle to be healthy and satisfied. But yes, it is, Ken. Um, but yeah, it's especially I don't know what it is. It seems like some people the physical labor nowadays is people just don't want to work anymore and do the physical labor. It's like what is wrong with you? Just
Yeah.
do your job. Like my son, he's working um he physical labor doing like for internet. He like digs the trenches so they can bury the fibers for the internet.
Oh.
And like he was telling us that like his the people that are with him kind of like just sit around, and Kenny like he's in there and he's like working really hard. Even his boss is like, man, we need more employees like Kenny because people just aren't doing it as much anymore, working hard, and it's a shame. It's like
Yeah. One sec.
Prince Daniel with hot dogs. What's is that what you ate today? Oh, or are you saying to eat hot dogs? Yes, good workers are hard to find, Ken. That is for sure. There's so many people that want to try to just do the bare minimum, right? And I don't. And but a lot of the reason, one reason that people just want to do the bare minimum though is how the employers treat the employees in a lot of places. You know, if you don't treat the employee right, they're not going to work hard for you. But if you treat them better, sometimes they'll. Yeah, hot dogs are a no-no for diabetes. That is true. Man, Jamie, if I ever get diabetic, I'm going to be in trouble because I eat like crap. But but my sister is diabetic. She just got diagnosed with diabetes, and then she told me yesterday that her A1C was 10. 10. I'm like, do you not realize the ramifications right now? And my sister's name is Tanya. I'm like, this is serious. You cannot be like, oh, it's 10. Oh, that's what you cooked, Prince? Oh, yesterday. Okay. Yeah, I love hot dogs, but yeah, they're no for diabetes. Yeah, but I'm sorry, Blake, that you have a worker that just doesn't want to work.
No, it's really not even. It's not even about how he works. It's more or less about like he's the dude worked 8 hours for me. Not even 8 hours. I mean, he was probably a total over 2 days. He had 6.5 hours under his belt at most, and he's just thinking that he's earned all this entitlement to go to locations without me, and just really jumping the gun. And I'm just, I tried to tell him these things as nice as I could, but hearing me telling the stuff that I told him, it just sounded weird. Uh, it's hard to be nice and be the boss at the same time. So, I told him, I appreciate the ambition and the enthusiasm, but uh, you're thinking way too far ahead from where you are right now. Like, and I told him, you just need to, you doing exactly what I say, no more, no less, is enough. I mean, you do more than you're doing too much. You do less than you're not doing enough. I don't want, I don't want you to go above and beyond in this job because everything happens in a pattern. I got to do this step before I can do this step and stuff and so on and so forth. So I just, this guy, he's too much. He thinks I'm rolling in dough. The guy was talking about, like, it made me nervous too, talking about how I should keep cash on me and stuff. And I was just like, bro, I don't know. I don't need you to worry about none of that. I
Yeah.
was, yeah, I was like,
Yeah, you're my employee, right? Yeah. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
I don't need your advice on how to run the business, dude. You're fucking like 37 years old. You're working for $15 an hour for a guy that's fucking 26 years old.
Be careful with the F words.
I really, really, really don't need any advice that you probably have. Okay, I think I'll do all right without it. So, I mean, call it rude, call it mean, whatever you want. I don't care. At the end of the day, uh, I'm looking out for my company first.
Yeah. Jamie says, pizza and soda are my every meal. Oh my goodness, Jamie. Uh, your A1C was 11.4. Oh my goodness. That is really high. Yeah, I know it's really hard. I'm trying to limit my pop intake. So if you can too, that might help lower or your um. And what I try to do during the day is drink water with Crystal Light with the zero sugar. So
Oh, those are
that
so
might help.
good.
Yeah, those are that might help a little bit. Yeah, Ken says no cash. Yeah, I never carry cash on me. Sometimes it was 12 when they put the pump in. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jamie, you gotta do something about that. Yeah,
Mm.
definitely get that down. You're gonna have a lot more complications. But I don't need to tell you. You know, you're a nurse.
Do you like documentaries?
Um, it depends. What kind?
So just recently, it's top 10 on Netflix. It's called American Manhunt: The Boston Marathon Bombing. And
Oh, no.
you remember? Have you ever seen that movie Patriots Day with Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg? Yeah.
Oh, yes. I love that movie.
Yeah. Well, that's a dramatized, like factual story about what happened, but this is just the documentary, and
Well,
oh, it's so good. It's so good. I recommend it. I think it's only 4 parts, 3 parts, something like that.
is that on Netflix?
Yeah, that's on Netflix. It's top 10 in the U.S. right now for TV shows.
Oh my goodness. Mm,
Let's
so
see.
this weekend, I guess, is the Boston Marathon, and I'm in
Yeah.
Boston. I'm like right next to it because my friend.
Oh, that's awesome.
No,
There's a there's a there's two memorials at the explosion points. You should go see them. Pay some respects for a second.
yeah, I don't know
Three
how.
people, three people were killed, including a child, and over 260 people were injured, like lost legs and limbs, and it was
Yeah,
pretty
it's
nasty.
if I didn't if I don't know if I'm walking distance, but I really don't want to drive. Um,
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Prince says, I drink water after I drink soda. I do my best to drink water after soda. It is important. Yeah, at least that helps reduce the pop intake, Prince. Jamie says, the day after they denied me, I kind of rebelled, but now I'm taking it seriously. I want to go home and see Dick. Oh, yes, exactly. Ken says, what is it called, Blake? What was it called again?
It's called American Manhunt. The Boston. It's in the top 10 for TV shows right now. American Manhunt, the Boston Marathon bombing. It's really good.
Oh,
I watched it and I like it.
yeah, it, like this whole week, this was my first week, and I'm not used to, I'm used to like the traffic in Midland or that type of stuff. Like,
Yeah,
in Boston, it's just
it's awful.
it's awful. It's
Yeah,
crazy. People
it
don't follow the rules.
takes like 2 hours to get anywhere in a metroplex.
Oh my gosh! And so and my staff is like, every day I've been stressed with the traffic, and they're like, okay, Jamie, this weekend is the Boston Marathon. You might want to stay in your hotel and not go out,
Mhm.
because they're gonna have streets closed down and all that stuff.
It's gonna be so awesome. Like I'm jealous. If I were you, I don't know why you wouldn't go to that. That's one of the big American, like, I don't know, events, I guess. It's awesome.
I would be so stressed out with everything. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Uh, I love it. I love any chance that we get together as a community and
If Ken was here to drive, that would be a different story. But I'm by myself, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not even gonna risk going down by myself.
I get it. I get it.
Jamie says, I have no TV here because no one lived here for a while. Oh no, Jamie, that stinks. At least I hope I'm assuming you have your phone though, and you can. You have. Do you have the Netflix app on your phone, Jamie? You can download it and watch it on your phone. It's not the same, but it's at least something.
Yeah.
But especially if you're going to be Ken says loaded new binge watch here. He's going to watch that. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's good, dude. I'm trying to think of some other stuff maybe Ken would like. That one's I already told y'all about the. Did I tell you about the Waco series?
yeah,
Yes, I'm so excited for that. Like it drops on the 18th and it's on Showtime. Whatever has Showtime, whether you be on Paramount or Amazon Prime or even Showtime through your Apple, there's so many ways to get Showtime, but
I actually have free Showtime on my hotel TV.
yeah, that's dope. Well, whenever come the 18th, they'll have the aftermath. I'm so excited for that one. Like I cannot wait because it's gonna cover all the Oklahoma City bombing. Do you remember that with Timothy
Hmm.
McVeigh? And yeah, it's gonna be super super interesting. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's crazy that we have all these like horrific things that's happened, but it is interesting to see how they have like how everything came about, like how it was able to even
You know,
happen.
when I think of the Oklahoma City bombing, I think of so many things wrong with that, and at the same time, like, you know, I try and connect it to patriotism at the same time, and it's the only thing I can think of is just all those children that got killed innocently, and I'm just thinking that there's so many other ways that you could have gotten your point across, and all those children didn't have to die. Uh,
Yeah,
it's really hard because I don't think that the ATF is a very constitutional agency. I think it's very anti the people and what we stand for. But at the same time, we can't just go and murder innocent children and women that haven't done anything wrong. It's not right. So
exactly,
I
exactly.
at the end of the day, what happened, what Timothy McVeigh did was wrong. It was not American. It was bad.
Yeah,
But there comes to a point whenever you get so scared of your own government, you get driven to this point of, what else am I supposed to do whenever you're so deeply entwined into caring about how your people, or how your government is treating its people. That's one thing about America that's always been so great, is our government doesn't have the control we do. And whenever you continue to see unjust do, it can drive it can drive good men to do bad things.
And that's the scary part.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Jamie says, "Yeah, my mom just told me she's leaving me this place in a will. Makes me sad to even think. Oh no, yeah, that is sad to start thinking about that kind of stuff." And says that the Waco series shows all aspects of that fiasco.
Mm-hmm.
The whys are important.
It shows the Davidian side, and it shows the FBI side. It literally gives you the most unbiased opinion. It took both sides of what they said themselves and mashed them together. And it allows you to draw your own conclusion about what happened. And if you ask me, I think that the David Koresh, the only problem that I had with him was his polygamy and the way that he had sexual arousal with children and stuff. I cannot even begin to say that that's okay, or find something into me to say that whatever he was doing was okay. But with that being said, these children's parents were living in the compound. They were there with them. They knew what was going on. It was 100% consensual. And at the same, I mean, I just, but for as it being children, there's no ground for it to be okay. If you ask me, I'm not giving him any condolence or saying that that is okay. All I'm strictly saying is the reason the ATF should not have been the ones to go and pursue this. That's none of their business. They don't deal with anything regards to polygamy or child molestation. That's not their job. Okay, they're for alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. And as far as I'm concerned, the Second Amendment says that we have a right to keep and bear arms, and it shouldn't be infringed. Any type of gun law is infringement, if you ask me. You're just making it harder for good people to get guns. Bad people will
Mm.
end up with them regardless. I'm sorry. Uh, that's just, it's common sense. I don't know. I'm thinking how bad guys will not get guns just because of laws. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, long story short, I have, it's hard to have a biased opinion on that, or an unbiased opinion, when you can take all of the data and analyze it and find out exactly what happened. And I just, there's wrongdoing on both parts, but I certainly think that the government didn't have to go in like some military tactical force and start killing our own people.
Yeah. Yeah. Jamie says, "I'm enjoying time with her though. I'm glad that you get to spend some time with her, even though yeah, it's hard to be away from the rest of the family. Yeah, definitely Prince. It is good. And
Government overreach caused the deaths of some people in need of our help, not murder.
yes.
Preach, preach that. I can get behind that every time, because there's another guy that completely, Randy Weaver from Ruby Ridge. If you've never heard of that, this man was, right after the Bill Clinton instituted all of those new gun laws, back in the early 90s. There was a man named Randy Weaver who was living out in the mountains by himself. He had took a job from a guy, modifying shotguns, and well, since this had come out, that had been illegal because of Clinton's new laws. And so the ATF goes up there to arrest him on these charges. Well, uh, they snuck up. The dog, the family dog, caught the scent of the agents, and he went after them. They killed the dog, and then they started shooting back at the officers. One of the ATF agents died, and Randy Weaver's wife was killed, and his son by the police. Really, really hard. There was a big standoff for so long, and he finally surrendered and won in court and got the charges dismissed. He had his day in court, so which is
Wow.
very, very rare to actually happen. And I that go look that up if you ain't never heard of Ruby Ridge. That's a really good story.
Yeah, I know I haven't. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, Jamie, I didn't like to see my grandkids from afar either, and I begged my daughter to bring to move to Georgia, and she did. So I got lucky there that she moved to Georgia with us. TSM, thanks for coming in. And yes, he says if you have a community wall and don't share this out, we're frenemies. LOL. Yes, that's funny. TSM. Hi, Eddie. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah,
Yo, what
Jamie.
did you guys have for dinner?
I had egg salad sandwich.
Ew. What?
I,
Gross.
I live in a hotel. There's not much I can do.
That's gross.
I had I took the hard boiled eggs from downstairs from breakfast and made
Bro, I know your breath is hot right now. I know your breath is hot. That's so gross. You guys, dude, there's this guy I was in the army with, and he would take hard-boiled eggs, split them in half, and put mustard down the center of them and eat them for lunch. Every fucking time he would do it, I would just gross, man. Sergeant Zoller, wherever you are, Sergeant Zoller, how you doing, bud? You're a
uh,
weirdo. Stop putting mustard on your fucking hard-boiled eggs.
be careful of the F word.
Sorry.
That's all right. Eddie had steak and rice, and Ken says, "All you folks in here are the reason we are here. Tap in and show your support." Yes, thank you. Jamie says, "My son's wife is jealous of his exes, so she won't let them move to Pennsylvania." Well, that's so bad. I'm sorry about that, Jamie. You had a beef jerky stick, TSM. Well, you got to eat a little more than that. Come to Massachusetts. I'll make you egg salad sandwich, TSM. And Ashley, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. But yeah, I downstairs at breakfast they have the hard boiled eggs, so I'll save them and bring them up, and then I'll like make egg salads sandwiches for dinner. So then I don't have to spend that much money. Yeah, I'm that cheap. Speaking of, where's your sister?
I don't know. I don't even think she knows that we're doing one tonight. I didn't tell
Oh,
her. I just I like I said yesterday, I was working late. I didn't even when I by the time y'all started, I was barely getting started with my last house of the day. So
oh,
I was out late last night.
oh yeah. I forgot we're not in this regular day, so she might not know. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
where is she?
Sorry, I'm sorry about this too, guys. Today is not our regular day now, but uh I am sorry. I even asked Cheyenne if she wanted to fill in for me, but she didn't answer by the time it had already started. So
Yeah. Well, she
she was
likes.
like,
I'm sure she wouldn't mind because like last week she was like, "Hey, bring me
"Oh,
up."
she was super ready to be in it."
Yeah. Yes, it is hard to keep your mouth shut sometimes, Jamie. Oh my gosh, sometimes I cannot bite my tongue, even though I know I should. With my daughter's boyfriend, it's like sometimes I just want to. Sometimes I probably say too much, and Ken will probably agree, and he'll be like, "Jamie, just shut up." But yeah, he's yeah, we'll just shut up. Ken says Jamie is the cheapest person ever until makeup. Then it's out the door. Oh my gosh, Jamie, you'll get a kick out of this. So I'm driving to Massachusetts, and I'm getting closer, and I'm like, oh great, I forgot some things I need. I'm gonna have to go to Walmart. So I told Ken to Google search the area to see if there's a Walmart right nearby because I'm like. I knew I was coming down into Boston, and I did not really want to. I don't want to have to drive into Boston as much as I don't have to because this they call the drivers down here massholes for a reason, and that's true. They're massholes. They don't follow the rules of the road, and it stresses me out. So anyway,
No, if you were to get into a fender bender with all the makeup you got in your car, it would turn into a giant poof cloud.
yes,
the
exactly.
car the car would come out fabulous.
Well, and then so he's googling it, and he goes, "Oh no, Jamie, you gotta find a new hotel." I'm like, "What do you mean? Why do I have to find a new hotel?" He's like, "Your hotel is literally right next to Ulta." He's like, "I want my house. You need to like find a new hotel." I'm like, "Oh, it's right next to an Ulta." And I literally can walk out of my hotel, turn the corner, and Ulta's right there.
Is that where you shop a lot? Is that Ulta?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jamie, there is like right next to me. So I come out, I take a right, and it's a whole strip mall. So it's not just Ulta. It's a TJ Maxx, Marshalls, a Target, like walking like right around the corner. So I can walk there, and there's like a shop and go or shop and stop, which is kind of like a Publix in Florida or HEB in Texas. Um, they have like a famous footwear, like everything. It's a strip mall. Like I can just a Home Depot, like everything. Not that I'm gonna go to Home Depot and here at the hotel, but um, yes, it is so hard. Like literally, I can walk on my hotel and turn the corner, and it's right there.
If you could say, how much do you spend at Ulta on makeup a month? Let's say a month.
Well, last year, because I had to add it all up. Last year, I spent $15,000 on makeup. and
Dude.
and I didn't realize how much I spent until
Poor
I added it up
Ken. Poor
between
Ken.
all my subscription boxes and everything else. Yeah, but I ended up canceling a lot of my boxes, and I haven't gone to Ulta in a while because after I left Midland to this assignment, I was out of work for 5 weeks. So 5 weeks without a paycheck is really hard, especially since Ken's not working.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, Jamie, right? Oh my gosh.
that's a long time.
Yeah, Ken, yes. Um, Ken says makeup crap. I buy ammo. She buys makeup. Yes. See?
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, poor guy. You're never gonna get another freaking Bronco at this rate.
But hey, he spends money on ammo, so
Oh,
um I mean not in a long time, but or not for a while, but he has.
poor
Um
guy.
yeah, Jamie, I spent way too much. Oh, thank you, TSM. Yeah, the brand Thursday yesterday. Yes. Video. And Prince says Jamie loves her makeup. Never get I'm between a woman and her makeup. Yeah, never get in between a woman and her makeup. Yes, exactly, Prince. You got it. All right, everyone. Well, thank you. And,
That's an hour. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I
oh,
was late, and I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I feel terrible, but hey, you know what can you do?
yeah, work comes first, right? That's what actually pays the money.
Amen. Yep. I
Yeah,
can't sponsor the podcast if I don't work.
exactly. Jamie, yes, we need to do a collab sometime, Jamie. Yes, definitely. Um, all right. Any last words, Blake?
Support your small business. That's what I
Yes,
always say.
yes, and thank you to Patriots Landscaping for sponsoring tonight's podcast. And I'll see everyone over on the Fix Your Face podcast with TSM. Have a good one. Bye,
Peace,
everyone.
guys. Later.